want to call in and ask me a question, I want you to hit me up, askao@ramseysolutions.com, askao@ramseysolutions.com. I'll drop that below. But you know what? Let's zoom on over to my boy Turner. Welcome to Zoom In with your boy AO, man. I heard you got a question, so holla at me. Let me know what's your question.
All right, so I've been watching a lot of stuff going on, and I live in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. And
man, I'm from Oceanside. I'm not Oceanside, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. I was born in Fayetteville.
Oh, for real? Man, yeah. Okay, yeah. I went to Southview High School.
I lived there for like 2 months after I was born, then we moved immediately.
I got you.
My dad was in the Air Force, so we've been all over the place.
Sounds good.
But my question to you is, with everybody getting college degrees nowadays, and I've watched a lot of your videos talking about, stay out of debt and things like that. And obviously, college loans are a huge debt issue. And then when people go to college, they tend to get degrees that never promise to pay out in the long term. I mean, what would be your word to them on what kind of degree do you think they should pursue? I've read some books like Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, things like that.
Yeah.
And what would be kind of your word on that? Because I feel like you have pretty good perspective here.
I mean, we got a $1.6 trillion student loan issue going on right now,
Yeah.
And so here's what I recommend. What I'm recommending to people in general, before you even go off to college, the very first thing is you got to do is step back and do the research. Okay? Mm-hmm. Step back and say, okay, exactly what do I want to do? I am a huge fan of going to college to pursue your career, not going to college just to get a piece of paper so you can have a job. Okay?
Amen.
I want you to have something that, you can do this like a lawyer, doctor, dentist. You could be a welder. You can have your own welding business. But when you step back and do the research, you can identify from there, all right, so should I go to a 4-year university, or should I just go get a certificate, or should I go to trade school, or should I go into the military, get the education and get the experience? And so that's a great question, man. I feel as if what we have to do as, especially someone of you and I, we have to go out there and teach people to make the right decisions because we're seeing it right now, that the average student is going to graduate about $35,000 in student loan debt. And then they think they'll pay it off 3 years after they graduate college, right? But then isn't it funny that you go to school to get into your profession, but then you spend the rest of your profession paying back your school? That's crazy to me.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So I'm a big fan of, if you have to go to college, because not everyone needs to go to college. If you have to go to college so you can pursue your career, pursue your dreams. Do not go to college just to get a job. Don't do it.
Or just to go to college, just for the sake of going to college.
Yeah, man.
That slays me, man. I do feel like my brother actually works at a college. I'm not going to tell you where, just in case somebody sees this and he gets fired or something. But he's all the time, he's like, I think kids just come here for the sake of coming here, not for the sake of, just for I'm supposed to go to college, like kind of what you're saying, without the actual understanding of, what are you doing here? And part of that, I watched a talk recently, and somebody said, before you ever go to college, go shadow some people in careers to get a feel for what would be good. High school kids nowadays, it's like they go to school and maybe they work at a fast food joint for a period or something like that, but they have no perspective on what careers are actually out there. Because it's crazy to me all the types of jobs that exist in the world. And when you get out there, and I talk to people, I'm like, so what do you do for a living? And I know a guy he works for a weight scale company that weighs trucks. And he makes good money. And I'm like, that's a business? That's a freaking business? To me, I'm like, that's crazy.
It is real crazy. And I love how you said that there are a lot of jobs out there that people just are not aware of. One of the main websites, and I want everyone who's watching this right now to check this out, especially if you have a high schooler at home. I always recommend findyourcalling.com. Findyourcalling.com. This is a website to where young people can go on the website and see, okay, if I get a degree in business, or if I do not have a degree, what are all the options out there for me? And you'll find so many different stuff that I've never even heard of. Like, what is that? What is this? But it gives you exactly how much they make on the average year. Is a degree required? How long can you pretty much last in it? So it's a real good website that I recommend a lot of young people to go to. So, man, thank you so much, bro. Man, 5 minutes. Zoom in. My man. Turner. Where are you from, Turner, again?
I'm from Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Man, how old are you, Turner?
Yeah. I'm 20. That's a good question. I'm 27.
27.
Yeah, 27.
27
Yeah.
young man.
I don't know if you can hear my baby. I just had a baby 3 weeks ago in the back room right there. So,
man, congratulations, man.
Hopefully it didn't
man.
interrupt any noise or anything like that.
No. You good, man. Thank you so much for calling in, man. And, hey, appreciate you,
it,
brother. All right now, man.
Hey, keep up the good work, dude.
You too now. Man, wow. Such a great question from Turner. I love how he's asking the right questions on how do we get the proper education? What should we do? And I'm always saying this, the very first thing when it comes to getting your education, here's the thing. I want you to step back and have a vision. Before you actually go do something, step back and do the research and think about what is it that you want to do? Because not every plan requires the same direction. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to go off to college, that's great. But if you want to be a doctor, you need to go to college. But if you want to be a carpenter, you don't have to go to college. So great question, Turner. Yo, I want to hear from you. If you want to zoom in and ask me a question, anything around money, life, relationships, goals, mindsets, give me a call. And I would love to just talk with you. You got 5 minutes to come live on my show with me. So hit me up, askao@ramseysolutions.com. We'll drop that email address below, drop it in, and I would love to have a conversation with you.